What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Spookyverse. My name is Adam the Spooky, or you can just call me Adam. And yes, if you're a returning viewer, please do not adjust your TV set. This is not AI. Your boy actually got a haircut. See, big changes happening in this channel all over before we've even hit up at home the first time. So, halfway to Halloween, it's about that time. Didn't go anywhere, so don't have any of those nice little videos for you, but I am doing a little something that I've noticed a lot of other Halloween YouTubers doing, so I figure I'll do this. It's about 9 questions, and it's just a way to get to know me better. You know, people who came about last year can get to know me better. New viewers can know what I'm all about pretty good with these questions, because these are some good questions. So, with all that said, let's get to it. Happy halfway to Halloween, everyone. Number 1, are you a fan of haunted houses? Am I? You bet. Haunted houses are why this channel exists, why you're watching this video. Now, to elaborate, I've always enjoyed Halloween as a kid and everything, but wasn't like as into it as I've been for the past decade and a half, until 2011 when I went with my new group of friends to Scarowinds, and then from then on, rest is history. Been super obsessed. It's been the thing I've been looking forward to every single year. I love haunted houses. And more to the point, I love the road trip into the haunted houses. You're taking the whole day, you're just going to another city, another state, whatever, getting dinner at some place you don't usually eat at, you're just hanging out with people. It's cool. I mean, hey, we got some great local haunts here too. Shout out Mad World, shout out Nightmare Dungeon, shout out Asylum on Pine Knoll Drive, shout out Dark Castle. Number 2, what's your favorite ghost story or haunted lore? Easy. Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Classic tale. Loved some Headless Horseman. Loved the Halloween vibes in there from pretty much every adaptation. Even for my birthday, my friends James and Jessica got me a Headless Horseman shirt from the Halloween Shirt Company. Love it. Number 3, do you plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? If so, what items do you hope to find? And yes, I'm looking at a piece of paper with all the questions written down. That's why I always look off camera. Yeah. Do I? Yep. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know Halloween decor hunting is the bread and butter of this. Makes my summer every year that I've done this, which has only been since 2023, I want to say. And yeah, it's definitely, especially last year, definitely made my summer a lot more enjoyable. I mean, I love the whole grilling burgers and going to the pool and all that, but just having a day off of getting in the car, cranking up the AC, traveling out to a store that I definitely don't go to any other time of year, and seeing all the cool Halloween stuff and filming it. Yes, do not adjust your TV set. That tale belonged to my kitten Trouble, who actually has an October birthday. So October 11th in the Spookyverse is officially known as Trouble Day. Yeah, I absolutely love Halloween decor hunting, starting from At Home, the absolute GOAT, all the way to Spirit Halloween. But yeah, definitely during the summer, because October, honestly, for decor hunting, and if your favorite activity is doing that for the serotonin at least, October is actually kind of the worst time for that, honestly, because a lot of stores, especially the big box stores, they're already getting ready for Christmas by early to mid-October. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. It's great what you still see there, but you also got the Christmas stuff building up too, and it's just no. June, July, August, September, those are the months. I know there's the people that say, oh, it's too early, but it's well, Christmas is creeping into October, so we gotta do what we gotta do. You don't really need anything after Easter, and especially after 4th of July, so that's our time to take over. So, went off a bit on a tangent there. That definitely happens on this channel. If so, what items do you hope to find? Well, in years past, I might have said, oh man, I'll just take any of it. Just give me all the Halloween. I don't care what it is. But I have leaned towards the last year or two black cats. But because I had a black cat for 10 years named Selena, and she passed away back in April, exactly a month ago from the time I'm filming this. And so yeah, this season, and especially the shopping and all that, is for her. So I'll take all the black cat stuff that I can take. Candy corn. Love it or hate it. Well, I mean, honestly, I know people say, you either really love candy corn or really hate candy corn, but I mean, honestly, I just really like it. That's it. I mean, if I have to play by the rules of the questionnaire, then fine. We'll say I love it. But yeah, honestly, it's like, I enjoy it, but I'm not like a fiend for it. 5. Are you big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favorite costume of all time? Yeah, I absolutely love dressing up, and for years I had this costume that I bought from, it's like costumeexpress.com or something. It was a costume of Thor branded from the Age of Ultron movie, and I wore that to Comic Cons. I wore that for a lot of Halloweens. My friends call it Party City Thor. I did not buy it from Party City, but R.I.P. Party City. But I know what they're getting at. But yeah, clearly that's pretty much retired now. I mean, other costumes I've had have been, if you're familiar with WWE, I've been Roman Reigns, both Big Dog and Tribal Chief. I've been Seth Rollins when he was the Joker in that WrestleMania 39 commercial from a couple years ago. I've been The Fiend. Trying to pick a favorite here. And then if we're going to, my youth, I remember having like this Batman costume back around 97 or 98. This was like around the Batman and Robin time, I think, that my grandmother made me. And I have pictures of that. That was a cool costume. Probably my favorite costume from childhood, though, is probably this Scorpion costume that I also got either the late 90s or early 2000s from, back during the 2D games era. Love that one. Oh, and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, if I haven't already made that clear. And I did a gender-bent Harley Quinn back in 2018. That was funny. It's hard to choose just one favorite costume. I mean, from my childhood, the Scorpion one. From, the last 14 years, I mean, Party City Thor wins the Legacy Award. The Harley Quinn one wins the holy shit, I can't believe I did that, but I'm glad I did award. And The Fiend probably just wins, I guess, favorite overall. Sure, we'll go with that. Number 6, what is one activity or experience that is on your spooky season bucket list this year? Oh, Halloween Horror Nights, baby.
Only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, where horror lives.
This is the be-all, end-all. Oh, man. Where me and my buds all pack up and go down to beautiful Orlando, Florida for a week. And for the most part, go into Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, there's also days where, we also go on side quests to Mickey's Not So Scary, Howlo Scream, spending a day going to the actual Universal parks, Universal Orlando and Islands of Adventure, Epic Universe this year, 100%. But mainly the name of the game is Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, and it's just a funny story the thing happened, because didn't plan on going. Like back in 2022 during the summer, everybody was talking about it, but I was just like, that sounds expensive, and I'm already going to Dragon Con this year, so y'all have fun with that. Can't even remember like what clicked for me. It was probably at work. I was probably just thinking more about it, because stuff like this tends to happen like that. I was just like, you know what, screw it, let me see. So took the days off, got the days off, and then looked into the tickets, bought the tickets, and then, yeah, everybody went earlier. I was just like, I'll just do it for the weekend. And so got to fly for the first time in probably a decade down to Orlando. Took like less than an hour, which was awesome. And then, yeah, experienced HHN for a weekend. Ironically, this was the year that The Weeknd had his own haunted house there. And the rest was kind of history. I mean, there was a little bit more build, because afterwards I was just like, you know, this was a cool trip, but it's also hella expensive. And so maybe in a couple more years or so I'll go back, but I don't know. And then working Halloween night, and I'm just having like the most bummer time there. Finally, the thing that cheers me up and turns that whole night around for me is HHN announcing the house for next year, based on Chucky and the TV show he had going on. And then I was just like, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go next year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going next year. And sure enough, I went next year, which is a good thing, because, I also, the following year in 2023, I got super into The Last of Us, both the TV show and the game, and they had a Last of Us house there alongside with Chucky. And so I got to experience that and buy almost all the merch from there. And yeah, now it's just a yearly must-do for me, even though it seems like it keeps getting more and more expensive, but it's just like, screw it, if I do anything in a calendar year, it's got to be HHN. And pretty much I became a whole lot more financially responsible real fast. And also, it's because of HHN that going to the gym is now like a pretty regular thing for me. Because that first year when I just went for the weekend, I went to the fitness center at Cabana Bay and was like, oh, okay, this is cool. And, that planted the seed that I should have acted on right after that, but didn't for whatever dumb reason. And then the following year, when I went for a whole week and went to the gym over at the vacation home community we were in, and I went every full day we were in Florida, I was like, yeah, there's no excuse now. I have to. So yeah, HHN has made me more financially responsible and healthier, and that's why I must always go every year. Number 7, what book, series, or movie scream Halloween to you? Well, first off, as a gamer, I'm kind of miffed that game isn't included in this. But whatever, I know it's more common to throw out movie or series or something like that, so I'll play along. And really, there's quite a number of candidates. Like, I could do the usual Halloween 78, or any of the subsequent Halloween movies, or Trick or Treat, or Tales of Halloween. That one's a deeper cut, and it's really good too. I highly recommend that. But honestly, I'm gonna go a little left field with it. Maybe it's left field, or maybe it's like, yeah, no, me too. This is like my Halloween quintessential thing too. I'm gonna say Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, because that one I think definitely has the most emphasis on Halloween, and they do Halloween pretty awesome in there. So yeah, with that, plus also now, you know, the Harry Potter Diagon Alley thing being part of my HHN experience, because yay butterbeer. So yeah, Harry Potter's tied into my Halloween stuff forever. Love me some butterbeer. Number 8, how do you typically spend your Halloween night? Good question. For all the awesome stuff that I do from like basically June to October, Halloween night is honestly probably one of the quieter nights. I want to like use like negative terms like lackluster or just meh for it, but I mean sometimes it is. Like I've had some pretty, in the last few years, pretty Halloween nights, but I've had some really good ones, like, you know, dressing up as zombies with my folks at my mom's coworker's house to just jump out at trick-or-treaters. That was really awesome. And then there was work from 2022, which, like I said, was a sucky night at work, but HHN releasing that Chucky trailer, Chucky announcement, the excitement from that pretty much set the course of the rest of my life up until now, basically. So while it sucked, it was still very significant, and I thank it for that. And then last year was awesome because I just hung out at my friend Eric and Star's house, their neighborhood. Wow, I didn't know neighborhoods actually got into Halloween and trick-or-treating as much as their neighborhood did. That was incredible. Like there were trick-or-treaters everywhere. You know, there were houses with yards all decked out. It was a revelation to see because literally in my neighborhood, this house is the only one that does Halloween. So yeah, I don't really have a typical way to spend Halloween. It's just wherever the wind blows. Number 9, what does Halloween mean to you? Ooh. So Halloween to me, well, you know, at its very surface is just, you know, spooky and fun. Definitely the most fun of all the other holidays. Anybody can fight me on that. But deep down in there, like, why I love it so much, why it's meant so much to me in these last 14 years is because all the adventures I've had, people I've met, learning experiences, times, and all that I wouldn't have had otherwise without Halloween, if that makes sense. Like, basically, Halloween is like the top thing that has gotten me out of my comfort zone with that, because, you know, story of my life is Adam needing to get out of his comfort zone, and Halloween was in haunt season and everything else, between going to these different places and actually like going through these, you know, at the time daunting looking haunts and all these other sort of situations, to like getting in front of the camera and going on YouTube and just blah blah blahing about whatever, or going to stores and filming, because I'm not gonna lie, even though I've done it for a couple of years, like going in these stores and like filming everything and all that, and, you know, talking outside of my car for the intro and outro, it's kind of hella awkward for me. Yes, your boy's got the social anxiety. So Halloween's helped me get out of my comfort zone with that, and with, you know, different places that I've never been before, different experiences, different people. And yeah, so it's led to a whole bunch of different things that have definitely, I would think, have helped me grow as a person. And just like being at a haunt, or just going on a trip to a haunt where, you know, it's a Saturday where I'm not just waking up, going to work, and then not really doing anything after that, anything exciting. but instead just getting up, meeting up with my friends, going to do a haunt, and then coming home, late at night. Those kinds of days, it's like, makes me feel like a different person, like I'm in a different person's life, and it is amazing. Which I've said something like that before, and I think people have misunderstood when I said I feel like a different person when I'm like doing these haunts as opposed to just going to work and doing my daily grind. But yeah, so yeah, between going to the different places, doing these different videos, just putting out almost 30 minutes of me rambling out, and dealing with videos that don't do so well or whatever, like all that has just been a comprehensive experience of like helping me go forward and grow as a person. Because my chest tattoo over here says, "Comfort is the enemy of progress." Which, yeah, all about the comfort zone, and Halloween's been the biggest driver of getting me out of there. I mean, and like I've said before with HHN, at first I was like, wow, that sounds, going to Florida, and that sounds hella expensive, and I don't know what's going on here, but I just did it, and like I said, it's absolutely changed the course of my life. So yeah, that is why so yeah, that's why I love Halloween. That's why it means so much to me. Yeah, Halloween's amazing. What else can I say from there? Number 10. Ooh, you didn't know there was a number 10, did you? It's just tag your spooky friends. So if you're watching, if you got to this point almost 30 minutes in, then I tag you. Okay? If you've got a YouTube channel and you want to get in front of the camera and do all this, then yeah, I tag you. Because you are a trooper. So with all that said, happy halfway to Halloween, even though, as far as I'm concerned, Halloween is starting in like a month or so. As soon as at-home stuff hits the shelves, like, it's on, baby. So with all that said, I know it's kind of controversial, and if you don't like it, I totally understand. It's up to you. But I do sort of start off my shopping season stuff. Well, technically I already did with the Michaels thing, but I do the Hobby Lobby fall stuff. So, if you've got something against Hobby Lobby, I get it. But if you want to see their fall stuff, I'll have that video at sometime this month. I've got to get it done before At Home starts putting their stuff out. So with all that said, welcome aboard, welcome back, happy halfway to Halloween, even though we're just about there in shopping season at least. Have fun and stay spooky. I didn't know that.